China's women to watch. Now this is thoughtful. Hello, I'm Trevor Lai in Shanghai. Thoughtful China and Advertising Age organized a gala dinner on October 21st to celebrate the third annual Ad Age Women to Watch China Honors. The sold-out event at the Andaz Hotel in Shanghai, sponsored by Axiom, Baby Tree, and Vince Wines, brought together over 250 marketers, ad agency executives, and other industry professionals. This week on our show, we're sharing highlights from that event, honoring some of China's most promising female professionals. We hope you enjoy learning from these impressive women who certainly are worth watching.
We still think that Women to Watch is a very important event to show how innovation is driving marketing and advertising, and women are taking a leading role.
Industry, sometimes we are not really celebrating enough on the women leader, so it's great to be a part of this.
Our brand Vince is really about lifestyle, about living the life, and there's no better representation of living the life than the 12 honorees. They're really at the pinnacle of their game and at the top of their industry, so it's a very good fit with us.
Hello everyone, thank you very much for coming tonight. And it's a pleasure to welcome you to the third annual Ad Age Women to Watch China Honors. Including tonight's class of 12 honorees, we've now celebrated 44 women in China's media, marketing, and advertising industries over the past 3 years.
So it's been great over the past 3 years to see how their careers have flourished since year one in becoming an honoree. As a few examples, Esther Yang is now running Razorfish China. H&M's Vivian Chen and Coca-Cola's Marina Palma have been promoted to major Asia-Pacific roles, and Melissa Bell is now head of global strategy at Infinity. So we've seen some great changes there.
This year's class of honorees is sure to follow in those footsteps, taking on bigger challenges and showing how China is producing great talent and future leaders for the industry. We know ad age readers are getting a lot out of learning about your achievements.
I've been following China's FMCG market for, I'm embarrassed to say, more than 2 decades. And I've witnessed some major ups and downs over the years. Consumers in the market no longer assume that foreign brands are better than local ones, and they have enormous influence through social media. And technology has changed the way companies like P&G develop and sell their products. Finding the path forward for P&G is an enormous challenge that is in very good hands.
Ellie is every agency's dream client. She combines the best of East and West.
When we are able to find those insights and be able to execute them, that's where our consumers, our people, will vote for our brands, and our brands will be rewarded.
She always challenges the status quo and always strives for the next best.
I believe that's the best achievement for me and for any brand builders out there now and for generations to come.
Please join me in welcoming Ellie Xie.
The next honoree is very special to me. I don't know anyone in this room that is a big supporter of digital media and online content. And to be honest, my own livelihood depends on companies like OMD promoting the online content makers like me.
We wanted to create the agency that we felt would be right for 2016. And a big part of that is obviously going to be digital.
More and more important, digital is part and parcel of the entire integrated media strategy.
Arlene had done such a fantastic job building our digital capabilities that she was definitely the right candidate for us.
This is a people business, from strategy all the way to execution. It's all about people. So finding good talent is the biggest challenge for us.
Welcome, Arnie.
Hi everyone. It looks very strange that I introduce the next honoree with that tool, a microphone, because the next honoree is somebody that helped to build a platform that is used by 300 million Chinese people. So they don't use a microphone, they use a much stronger platform. And so she could be someone that is not a woman to watch, but also a woman to follow. Please, let me introduce Wang Yatun.
She is very, very smart, and she knows quite well on what she is doing, and she is very dedicated for it.
And now we have more than 700,000 enterprise accounts on Weibo.
And I believe Yajun is quite capable of leading her team to the next brilliant.
Listen to customers and push their content. Use Weibo's precise big data to do precise targeting. Involve the users, the early adopters, in the early stage of their product innovation.
I know from experience that starting a business from scratch is a very difficult task in a vast country like China. You need speed, and you need determination, and also scale. So, with great pleasure, it's my honor to introduce the next honoree, who has started a mobile network in 2 years, and is bridging China, the West, and the rest of the world.
C has been relentless in achieving her vision of creating mobile products that touch and change the lives of people all over the world.
I don't see so many advertisers that are starting to do this.
C has an amazing knack for rallying the company towards new goals and initiatives. And as a result, we've seen the Apfla platform grow tenfold in the last year.
There's this dating show that's really popular. I did find my husband at the same time. Our traffic on our website in China grew 20 times.
Let me introduce Xishan.
Hi. The Johnnie Walker brand has always been about personal progress, a message that resonates very strongly with the Chinese consumer. Our next honoree wasn't a whiskey expert when she joined Diageo, but her vision has helped the brand achieve great success through her support of big and bold ideas like the Johnnie Walker House, like the Yulu project, and she even brought Bruce Lee back to life.
Xiu Ting has an acute eye for great idea and great work.
The favorite part of the Johnnie Walker House for me is definitely the blending room.
She's able to see the potential in a raw idea and is willing to work closely with her agency partner to make it great.
Having an intimate conversation with the master blender who actually take you through about the whiskey knowledge and how blending of Johnnie Walker whiskey starts.
Good evening, everyone. So we've heard some amazing stories tonight about these fantastic women who have done a great deal in their careers, in their personal lives, reaching out to consumers, creating value for everybody. And the great thing about thoughtful media and for advertising ages, they can tell these stories, but only because of the fantastic support of sponsors. And of course, without a platform, these stories couldn't be shared, couldn't be told, and certainly couldn't be Weibo'd and WeChatted as they are, or hopefully are being right now. So I'd like to invite Narelle from Axiom to also express our grateful thanks on behalf of Thoughtful Media and Advertising Age for supporting this fantastic event.
Thank you, Clement. Actually, I would like to thank Thoughtful China at Age, our fellow sponsors and the agency partner for bringing on this event. For us, Axiom, this is the second year we've been sponsoring this event, and in today's environment, I think innovation and business transformation is critical to success. And this is, like the same value that Axiom have been embracing, and we share it in our product proposition to our client. So when I see the list of honorees tonight, I see a lot of the commonality and these core attributes of all the women leaders that we have in this room. And also it's great to be able to celebrate women. I think there's a lot of cliche talking about, women are not being, embraced and celebrated as much as it could have been. And it's great to have an event purely dedicated to the women leaders in this industry. And many congratulations to all the honorees tonight, and I hope you all have a great evening, and please enjoy and celebrate with them.
So I'm not only hosting tonight's event, I get to give away one of the honors. China is obviously the luxury market that the entire world is watching, and it's changing incredibly fast. So it really takes an expert to help luxury brands continue to adapt to new media and younger consumers. So what you need is an expert like Mi King Shikli.
I think what she brings is enormous enthusiasm, energy and tenacity.
Talent is the biggest challenge in China. Well, it's the biggest challenge because the industry is quite new.
She's really helped drive this transformation where we've gone from an executional business to one that's a strategic partner for clients.
Challenge number 2 is develop the right product, the right strategic product to make sure that our clients are going in the right direction, to make sure we have a business conversation with them and not just a media conversation.
Most multinational companies fear Consumer Rights Day. This event in China has incredible power and reach. For brands that find themselves getting negative attention, the consequences are severe. And this is especially true in the social media age, when user-generated content allows anybody to have their voice heard loudly. But smart companies can turn crisis into an opportunity. And one such example is Volkswagen. In a year when they were targeted on Consumer Rights Day, they achieved incredible success. And part of their strategy was to focus on people, their employees, their customers, and society. This was a successful strategy that year, and the woman who came up with this strategy is certainly a woman to watch. Please join me in recognizing Catherine Punk.
So working with Catherine is definitely a fruitful experience. I think everybody would enjoy that experience and learn from it.
I am very proud to work in such a dynamic and successful automotive company.
I think her personality as well as her hardworking style and straightforward communication style never changed.
I think my challenge is to see how can I contribute more to this successful company, and I think I'm ready.
Good evening, everybody. Coca-Cola is not just a soft drink. It's an attitude. And it's an inspiration for people to say that we all want a refreshing, happy life. And pop culture plays such an important role in the brand building journey. One of their best trendsetters in the company honed her skills from South Korea and bring a lot of success lessons from K-pop to China and earn such great success. And she's not just a successful businesswoman, she's also a great mom. And she has inspired the next generation of marketers. Her 7-year-old son actually lead a group of leaders in school selling product and donate the profit of sales to charity organizations. And that's something that actually talk about success in a woman to watch.
She's a local girl who has grown up through very experienced international companies, through Unilever, Coca-Cola. She's also done time as a marketing director outside of China in Korea.
My 2 years Korean experience is really fantastic. I've learned a lot about the importance of open source content as well as the magic of co-creating with your fans.
And she's now leading some of the biggest brands in China.
K-pop is actually the way of marketing for all of us need to learn.
Evening. Gap is more than a clothing company. It's a brand built on self-expression and cultural relevance. Finding a balance between West and East, keeping the image of American optimism and independence, while being true to the aspirations of local consumers is not an easy task. But Gap has achieved this balance in China with speed and humility, largely through the work of our next honoree.
4 years ago we met. We all discussed how Gap was going to connect with a country that knew very little about it.
It has been an honor to introduce 2 iconic American brands to a market like China.
What an incredible journey it's been, and how your drive and passion has really taken Gap to a very special place.
China is a dynamic market, changing rapidly every day, and as a result, it is highly competitive.
Xiaomi is a Chinese brand the whole world is watching. Its smartphones and technology have caused a sensation among young Chinese consumers and way beyond. It's unusual to have a marketing strategy with so little paid media go viral, but the brand has developed such a devoted following that marketers all over the world envy it.
People often say you need to hire the best talent. I say hire team players. I believe the strength of the team comes from each team player. Finding the right people, keep their passion alive, and remove the obstacles in front of them are my biggest challenge at Xiaomi. There are 11 great team players in my team spreading the love for Xiaomi in 7 markets. I'm very proud of them and very lucky to work with them.
Good evening. I think many of you in the room will agree with me that traditional advertising nowadays just don't cut it anymore. And our customers expect more, demand more from our brand and our clients and companies. And to us, innovation is really essential in our business. So our next honoree tonight have actually developed some very creative campaign in China, the like of the IBM campaign. And we work for also in the technology industry. We understand the challenges that they have to face in showcasing the creativity. So it's my pleasure to get the next award to Selena Tang from OVVPR at Beijing.
A simple combination of you love your clients, you love your people, you attract them, you do everything you could possibly do to keep them and make it a fun environment for them to work with him.
那其实人依旧是所有公关公司最重要的部分。
And that is what Selena Tang does so well.
第一个是一个回到原点的能力，另外一个是一个跨界的能力。
Thank you, everyone. On behalf of Beluga and Vince, it's a great pleasure to be back here, second year sponsoring this great event. Thank you, Thoughtful, Ad Age, Normandy, and Jeffrey for putting on this great show. You know, Vince is a lot about a lifestyle, and we call that living the life, and there's no better example of that than the 12 honorees tonight. They're really at the pinnacle of their industries, they're at the top of their game. So please, a round of applause for the 12 honorees tonight.
That wraps it up for today. Be sure to subscribe to us on Youku, Tudo, and YouTube. You can also follow us on Weibo, WeChat, and Twitter, and join our LinkedIn group. We'll see you again.